Whenever I hear people talking about their siblings, it's usually to describe the endless squabbles and petty arguments, like the time that their sister left out a bunch of Legos on the floor that were unfortunately, painfully stepped on. And when I was a kid, I would chime in with stories of my own, complaining about how my sister would steal all my clothes or stick all my pencils down a vent. I was young and immature and got so easily frustrated with my siblings, having both a younger and older sister. It didn't help that our names rhymed, making me so unreasonably mad. Nisha, Asha, and Trisha. The Shah sisters, they'd call us. Your names rhyme, so you must get along, right? Wrong. Our relationship was rocky, and though we would goof around, we'd also tease each other until someone burst out into tears, which was usually my younger sister. Not surprising though, youngest siblings truly are the weakest link. But don't tell my sister, she'll start crying. But at some point, the sisterhood among us clicked into place as we collectively matured. The petty arguments ceased. We started talking more, sharing details and gossip as the inside jokes and memories grew more and more. The Shaw sisters died. We became a unit, A-N-T, ant, with all of our antics. There are definitely benefits with having an older sister, someone to look up to and grow with. Besides just being the guinea pigs of the family, I think we can all agree the youngest siblings always steal the older's personality. I give credit where it's due, and I gotta hand it to my older sister for essentially being the kid in class that does their homework for me and my younger sister very frantically and obviously copy off of. She really was the iconic blueprint that explains why I'm so amazing. The summer before my older sister left for college, she bought a skateboard. The three of us spent night after night on the road under a streetlight learning to ride it and do tricks, laughing and picking each other up when we fell, hiding the scrapes from our parents. My younger sister would often just watch, preferring her scooter as her main mode of transport. And instead, she would stay up and bake snickerdoodles and cupcakes. We would sit and eat the island together in the kitchen. We would joke about how we wouldn't use the honorific akka, used in Tamil culture in India, for older sisters as a sign of respect. And it wasn't that we didn't respect each other because we as a family didn't use it, but it always felt like we were of similar age and understanding. That even if our time on this earth differs by a few years, our souls are the same, and have traveled together for eons, much like we do now. However, with such a strong bond between siblings, it makes change so much harder to handle. My sisters look like they could be the same age as me because of fantabulous genes, but we are still at different stages in life, and herein lies the inevitable issue. The older we get, the more time passes, it feels like the growth we make pushes us further and further apart. The prosperous opportunities we pursue fill up our time, and each conversation feels shorter and shorter now. Our focus diverts to homework, social obligations, side projects, our attempts at achieving success. So focused on these personal pursuits, we are simply breathing in the same air without a word. That skateboard collecting dust in the garage alongside the support system we've built over our entire lives, now rusting over and crumbling. I can't deny that it's just easier to confide in my siblings because they just get me. And perhaps it's because the experiences they've gone through parallel my own, but maybe it's because they've always been there. Our memory is a living record of shared history encased in the essence of our childhoods. But lately, my younger sister doesn't seem to share in that sentiment. My older sister too. They've met new people, new friends that they spend all of their time with and spend hours talking to. And I'm glad. Having friends is so important for feeling supported in areas of your life that your family isn't involved in. But it's scary when you see your sisters confide in people that aren't really there for them, leading them down a dark path with no clear road. My younger sister has been sent to the guidance counselor too many times, coming back with no real guidance at all. Her friends pressuring her to make decisions she's not ready for or comfortable with. My older sister is at college, but she doesn't update us as much anymore, and she's lost a lot of weight recently, maybe a little too quickly. The thoughts creep in how you're not as home as much anymore, and you're still always calling your friends. Are they more fun than I am? Do they get to share in those experiences of yours, hear the intricacies of the stories you tell while I'm here, wondering if I could have done more, if I was a problem, if there was anything I could have done to skip the role of the nagging, pretentious sister. I feel responsible for the burdens you carry and useless when you don't want to talk to me about it over them. The weight of change in my mind is too heavy to push aside any longer. Though we're growing up, splitting ways, choosing different paths, and it's scary. Drifting apart is something I will no longer fear. My mom would always try to tell me that after my sister left for college. Moving halfway across the world from her own two sisters, such a drastic change has never diminished the fact that she's always there for them. They were always there for her, continually connected. And it is the same for all of us and our siblings. Aka, Tangachi, I'm sorry I wasn't always there for you. I know I'm not the best with my words, really, and I don't always say the right thing. But know that I'm always here for you. I only want the best for you, and I'm your number one fan. Though our support systems may have grown, and our relationship may be different, I know we'll always be on that road riding that skateboard, or sitting around the island talking the night away. No matter where you are, what you're doing, or who you're with, I know you'll always be my built-in best friend forever.